Good morning, Cambridge. Today is Tuesday, April 28, 2020. We are going to be doing lesson 75 today, okay? So, as always, workbook, pencil, textbook, journal, all right? Or a sheet of paper to write on. Everybody turn to lesson 75. In your book, it's page 100. Let me see, maybe 200. Yep, it's page 202. 202. All right, lesson 75. If you need more time to get there, go ahead and click pause and then click play when you're there. Okay, boys and girls. So everyone point to column 1. Oh, before we start with our words, let's go ahead and practice one of the sentences we have been learning about. Okay, so you learned the sentence that tells how long she survived. Everybody, I have the sentence on the whiteboard on my screen. Look at my screen. Say the sentence. Get ready. Yes, she survived until she was rescued. I'll say part of the sentence. When I stop, you say the next word. Listen. She. Everybody, what's the next word? Get ready. Yes, survived. Listen. She survived until she was. Everybody, what's the next word? Get ready. Yes, rescued. Now say the whole sentence. Get ready. Yes, she survived until she was rescued. Awesome. Let's put this to the side. Everyone's on lesson 75. Ready to start. Your finger is on column 1. Finger on word 1. Word 1 is shadow. What word? Yes, shadow. Spell shadow. Get ready. Word 2 is aware. What word? Yes, aware. Spell aware. Get ready. Word 3 is sticky. What word? Yes, sticky. Spell sticky. Get ready. Word 4 is dizzy. What word? Yes, dizzy. Spell dizzy. Get ready. Word 5 is chief. What word? Yes, chief. Spell chief. Get ready. Word 6 is clever. What word? Yes, clever. Spell clever. Get ready. All right. Now let's read these words again the fast way. Word 1. What word? Yes, shadow. Word 2. What word? Yes, aware. Word 3. What word? Yes, sticky. Word 4. What word? Yes, dizzy. Word 5. What word? Yes, chief. Word 6. What word? Yes, clever. Let's go to column 2, the green column. Everybody, all these words have endings. Very important you're tracking, okay? Number 1 on column 2, the green column. What word? Yes, factories. Word 2. What word? Yes, swooped. Word 3. What word? Yes, upper. Word 4. What word? Yes, comfortable. Word 5. What word? Yes, practice. Word 6. What word? Yes, tingles. Let's go to column 3. Word 1. What word? Yes, adventure. Word 2. What word? Yes, complaint. Word 3. What word? Yes, arranged. Word 4. What word? I'm sorry. Let's go. Stop right there. Let's go to word 4 again. What word? Yes, brief. Word 5. What word? Yes, purple. All right, everybody, let's go to part B. Everybody, for part B, you're going to read the story to yourself first, and then I'm going to read the story to you. So, click pause, read it on your own. When you are done, come back, click play, and listen to me read it to you. Go. Okay, that means you're done. You already read it once, right? My turn to read it to you now. It's very important you're tracking as I'm reading. Okay, Maria and Bertha make up a new plan. Bertha wanted to tell everybody about her adventure, but nobody was around. Tina was swimming and Judy was at home. Stop right there. What was her adventure? Get ready. Yes, her adventure was her trip to the oil refinery. Keep tracking. Even Bertha's mother was out of the house. Stop right there. Where is Bertha in this part of the story? Get ready. Yes, Bertha is at her house. Where did we leave Bertha at the end of the last story? Big. Get ready. Yes, at building 9, at brief oil refinery. So what part of the story haven't we read? Get ready. That's right, how Bertha got from building 9 to her house. Everybody, keep tracking. After making 5 phone calls, Bertha went over to Maria's house. The windows were open, and Bertha could see Maria talking on the phone. But Chief, she said, I didn't force my way into anybody's office. Stop right there. We don't know exactly what the other person says, but we can figure out a lot from what Maria says. Let me read the first part of what Maria said again. Listen and keep your finger there. But Chief, I didn't force my way into anybody's office. Everybody, who is Maria talking to? Get ready. Yes, the chief. If Maria said, I didn't force my way into anybody's office, what had the chief probably said to her? Get ready. Right, probably, why did you force your way into somebody's office? Who do you think said that Maria forced her way in? Get ready. Maybe Mr. Daniels, maybe Donna. We'll find out. When you start reading again, Maria is still talking on the phone. Okay, so as I read, she's still on the phone. Listen big. Keep tracking. No, I did not call Daniels a crook. That's a lie, Chief. Stop right there. We don't know exactly what the chief said, but we can figure it out. What do you think he said? Get ready. Right. Did you call Mr. Daniels a crook? What is a crook? Do you know what's a crook? If you do, say it. Get ready. Yes, a crook is a bad guy, someone who breaks the law. Keep tracking. Get ready. I didn't say anything like that to Big Ted. Stop right there. Mr. Daniels reported that Maria had said something to Big Ted. What kind of lie do you think Mr. Daniels made up? Get ready. Probably that Maria called Big Ted a liar. Keep tracking. At last, Maria hung up the phone and walked outside, shaking her head. Why was she shaking her head? Get ready. Yes, because she couldn't believe all the lies about her. Everybody keep tracking. That Mr. Daniels called up my office and told a lot of lies, Maria said. And the chief believes him. The chief, let's go to the top of the next page, told me that if there's one more complaint, I'll have to turn this investigation over to another investigator. Stop right there, boys and girls. What's going to happen if there is one more complaint? Get ready. Yes, Maria will have to turn her investigation over to another investigator. Everybody, who did the last complaint come from? Get ready. Yes, from Mr. Daniels. Right. Keep tracking as I keep reading. I've got an idea, Bertha said. Why don't you get your chief to go out there with us? Oh no, Maria said. That will never work. Why not? Well, for one thing, you're not a state investigator and I'll have trouble explaining why you're going along. Oh, that's right, Bertha said. Bertha looked up at the sky. 3 white fluffy clouds were so bright that they hurt her eyes. 3 birds moved across the sky, landing in a huge tree on the next block. The smells of summer were heavy. Someone had just mowed the lawn on the next block. The grass had a lot of clover in it. Stop right there, boys and girls. Bertha is thinking about other things. Name some things that she noticed. Get ready. If you said the bright clouds, 3 birds, new mown grass, yes, those were some things that she noticed. What did she notice about the grass? Get ready. Yes, that there was a lot of clover in it. Let's go ahead and turn the page. We're at the top of the next page. All right, track. I've got it, Bertha said suddenly. Oh boy. She began to do a little dance. Stop right there. What do you think she's talking about when she says, I've got it? Get ready? Yes, maybe she's got a plan for smelling the oil company water. Keep tracking as I keep reading. Bertha said, listen to this idea. It's great. You get your chief to go with you. And I hide under a blanket in the back of your van. You just make sure that the van is near the refining building. Bring a jar of water from the refining building to the van. Tap on the back of the van and I'll tell you where the water comes from. Stop right there, boys and girls. I'll read that part again and then ask questions about Bertha's plan. Keep your finger there. Don't move it. Just listen big. Bertha said. Listen to this idea. It's great. You get your chief to go with you, and I hide under a blanket in the back of your van. You just make sure that the van is near the refining building. Bring a jar of water from the refining building to the van. Tap on the back of the van and I'll tell you where the water comes from. Stop. Okay, now listen. Let's go over her idea. Where is she going to hide? Get ready. Yes, in Maria's van. Where is the van going to be? Get ready. Yes, the van is going to be near the refining building. How is the water going to get near Bertha? Get ready. Yes, Maria will bring it in a jar. How will Maria signal that it is all right for Bertha to talk? Get ready. Yes, by tapping on the van. What will Bertha do when Maria taps? Get ready. Yes, tell Maria where the water came from. Keep tracking. No, Maria said, that will never. She stopped talking and slowly smiled. Stop right there. Do that just the way Maria did it. So go back to the sentence that I'm pointing to and try saying that the way she did it. Ready? My turn. That will never. Go back to the word smiled where we stopped. All right, keep tracking as I read. Maria said, I'll bet it will work. I think that it's a great idea. She began to laugh. We'll get that Mr. Daniels yet. Stop right there. The dots tell us that part of the story is missing. After I read a little bit, you'll know which part is missing. Everybody, keep tracking. It was dark under the blanket in Maria's van, but Bertha didn't need her eyes to know where the van was. Stop right there. Everybody, where is Bertha now? Get ready. Yes, in Maria's van. What part of the story is missing? Think big. Get ready. Yes, how Bertha went from Maria's porch to under a blanket in her van. All right, everybody, keep tracking. By using her nose, she could tell when the van was at the corner of 5th and Main, when the van went past the factories on Main, and when the van was outside the city. Bertha knew nearly as much about where she was as she would have known if she could have used her eyes. The smell of the refinery gave Bertha an uneasy feeling. Stop right there. Where is the van now? Get ready. Yes, the van is now near the refinery. Keep tracking. She remembered the anger that came from most of the people at the oil refinery. Maria also felt uneasy. Bertha could tell from the smells that came from the van. Maria's chief did not feel uneasy. He gave off the smell of somebody who is sleepy. Stop right there. The story tells us more about who is in the van. Name everybody who is in the van. Get ready? Yes, Maria, Bertha, and Maria's chief. How does Bertha feel? Get ready? Yes, she feels uneasy. How does Maria feel? Get ready? That's right, uneasy also. How does the chief feel? Get ready? Yes, the chief feels sleepy. Keep tracking. The van came to a stop at the gate, and Bertha could hear voices. She had trouble understanding what they said. We're at the top of the next page. And she began to wonder how loudly she would have to talk for Maria to hear her. They probably should have practiced talking to each other when Bertha was under the blanket, but Maria had been a little late that morning, so they had no time to practice. Stop right there. What should Maria and Bertha have practiced? Get ready? Yes, talking to each other when Bertha was under the blanket. If they practiced, what would Maria have done? Get ready? Yes, brought water near the van and tapped on the van. Where would Bertha be? Get ready? Yes, in the back of Maria's van. What would Bertha have done? Get ready? Yes, smelled the water Maria brought and told where the water came from. And why didn't they practice again? Get ready? That's right, because Maria had been a little late. Right? Keep tracking while I keep reading. The voice outside the van said something about Mr. Daniels. Did the voice say that Mr. Daniels would come to the gate? Bertha wasn't sure. She lifted her head and tried to hear better, but nobody was talking now. As Maria's van waited at the gate, it began to fill with new smells, the smells of heat. The sun beat down on the van, and Bertha got hotter and hotter under the blanket. Stop right there. What does that mean? The sun beat down. Any ideas? Get ready? Yes, the sun was very hot. What did it feel like under the blanket? Get ready? Yes, very hot. Let's finish the story. I'll read, you track. Bertha rolled over and tried to find a comfortable spot. It was getting so hot under the blanket that Bertha was starting to feel a little sick. More next time. What was making her feel sick? Get ready? Yes, the great heat. Okay, your turn to do independent work. 18 questions from your textbook. Then you're going to be doing workbook for lesson 75. Today is checkout day, so I will be calling you either today or tomorrow or by the end of this week, right? Have a wonderful Tuesday. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Bye, Cambridge.